This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News. From the Texas News Digest, a U.S. Border Patrol supervisor charged in the killing of 4 women knew the victims and targeted them for their vulnerability. Authorities said Monday, as some feared more deaths at the hands of the agent remain undiscovered. Though investigators didn't detail Juan David Ortez's history with the women, who were believed to have been sex workers, they said he knew them before killing them and leaving their bodies by a rural Texas roadside during a 10-day string of violence. From the politically correct history file, the word is out the Republican-dominated State Board of Education voted to drop several history figures, including Hillary Clinton, Barry Goldwater, and Helen Keller from the state's required social studies curriculum to streamline the material for millions of public school students. Members of the work group that made such recommendations to the board said the state requires children to learn about too many historical figures. The board's tentative decision on Friday, which faces a final vote in November after a period of public response, affects 5.4 million Texas public school students. The board also tentatively approved restoring language eliminated by another committee referring to the Christian figure of Moses in lessons about America's founding. Also, after an outcry from conservatives and Governor Greg Abbott, the board also voted to reinstate references to heroism in studies about the Battle of the Alamo. Also, the board voted to keep a requirement that students explain how the Arab rejection of the State of Israel has led to ongoing conflict in the Middle East. The board also softened language on slavery as a cause of the Civil War. From the Texas cold case file, a cold case file from 1980, now targeted by the DPS. The Texas Department of Public Safety is pulling out the stops, asking for the public's help in solving the disappearance of Christy Lynn Booth, and have increased the reward of up to $6,000 for information that leads to the arrest of those responsible if received over the next 30 days. Booth's disappearance reported to the Midland Police Department in February 1980. Booth last seen on February 2, 1980 at the Dimensions nightclub in Midland. Booth discovered missing that night, her shoes and coat left inside the club. Her car found abandoned on February 4, 1980, approximately 2 miles south of Midland. Booth remains missing and the case remains unsolved. This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.